Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. You're welcome to today's live stream. You're welcome. If you can hear me, please drop a comment if you can hear me. Drop a comment if you can hear me. Has been trading this week. I hope it's been profitable. I hope trading has been profitable. Mr. Clement, good morning. Okay, so let's go straight to business. If you have any question or any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. Okay. Have any question or pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. So we'll start by looking at the fundamentals for today. Today is 15th of January 2026, and there are just two major news. There are just two major news that will be released today. Great Britain pound GDP data has been released. That was released by 8 a.m. And as you can see, this is 0.3. The forecast is 0.1. The previous is negative 0.1%. So this is a positive data for Great Britain pounds. So we should expect bullish GBP today. We should expect GBP bullish GBP today. If you check on GBP pairs right now, I believe most of the GBP pairs should be bullish right now. Most of the GBP pairs should be bullish right now. Then by 2:30, the United States will be releasing its unemployment claims. Unemployment claims. The previous was 208K. The forecast is 215K. That means they're expecting it to increase. They're expecting it to increase from 208 to 215. So if the actual value is less than the forecast, that will be positive for the dollar. If it is less than 215K, that will be positive for the dollar. But if the actual is higher than the forecast, that will be negative for the dollar. Good morning, Mr. Kola. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Abraham. TV. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining the class. If you have any pair you plan to trade today and you want me to share my own opinion on that pair, let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. So let's go straight to the chart. So let's start by analyzing dollar index and yen basket. Now, what do we use dollar? We use the dollar index to define the strength of the dollar. Okay, we use the dollar index to define or to identify the strength of the dollar, and we use the yen basket to define the strength of yen. So if yen basket is bullish, it means yen is bullish. Therefore, we look for opportunity to buy yen. We look for opportunities to buy yen. So if you are trading JPY pairs, since the JPY is the counter on JPY pairs, you will look for sales. You will look for sales. And if JPY basket is bearish, it means yen is weak. So if you're considering trading JPY pairs, you will buy JPY pairs if yen basket is bearish. For dollar index, if dollar index is bullish, if the trend on dollar index is bullish, you will look for opportunity to what? To buy dollar. And if dollar index is bearish, it means dollar is weak. So if you want to trade GBP USD, if dollar is weak, if dollar index is weak, you buy GBP USD. If dollar index is bullish, then you expect all pairs that have dollar as the counter to sell if DXY is bullish. So it's very important that you analyze the DXY chart and the yen basket chart before you go to currency pairs. Before you go and analyze currency pairs, it's very important that you analyze the dollar index and the yen basket. So this is yen basket. This is yen basket. Yesterday candle closed bullish. I told you guys yesterday I would love to see yen come fill the gap before going bearish. Or let's see what we have on 4 hour now. Okay, so yen has been in a range. Okay, you can see it has been in a range. It's created a resistance here. It's created a support here. And I think right now its price is below. You can see there's a breakout from that support. So if this current 4 hour candle closes below this support, there is a higher probability that yen might just keep selling. Okay, yen might just keep selling if the current 4 hour candle closes below this support. So that's my take on yen basket. If the current probably it wants to pull back, you see this fair value gap it has created here. This fair value gap it has created here, most likely it would come back and fill this gap, most likely. Okay, most likely. I hope that is clear. So yen is like going to drop to this zone before it goes bullish. Okay, the confirmation will be breakout of a 4 hour candle from this support. That will be a valid confirmation. I hope that is clear. Start on that. Good morning. So let's see yen basket DXY dollar index. I told you my expectations on dollar index. See my expectation on dollar index. This is where dollar is coming to. This is where dollar is coming to. That's my expectation for the dollar. That's my expectation for the dollar. So my bias is still bullish. My bias is still bullish. And that is the reason I've not executed trades on GBP USD, Euro USD, Australian dollar USD. I'm waiting for a very clear signal to sell. I'm waiting for a clear signal to sell GBP USD, Euro USD, Australian dollar USD, NZD USD. Okay, so let's go to the chart and analyze currency pairs. So this is the trade I took today on Australian dollar JPY. And you can see the signal here. You can see the signal. The bias for today is bullish. That is the reason I am buying Australian dollar JPY. Okay, now you can see the structure zone. Now price is at a premium area. Price is at a premium area. So we could see a drop on Australian dollar JPY anytime soon. Okay, anytime soon, Australian dollar JPY could change its direction. So at what point would you sell? For those of you who have this software, immediately the bias, the daily bias changes to bearish, you start selling. Immediately the daily bias changes to bearish, you start selling Australian dollar JPY. I hope that is clear. For those of you that have this software, okay, it is bullish at the moment, but once this bias, daily bias changes to bearish, you start selling. This bias that was generated here, this bullish bias, it was after the close of this candle, this bullish candle, that this software, the EA, gave this signal. Okay, it was after the formation of this candle. I think this was Monday candle. Yes, it was after the formation of this candle. It gave this buy signal. So one should have actually entered buy at the close of this candle. Okay, you can see if you had executed the buy here, price didn't just go in that direction. Price dropped a little. You can see it dropped a little by 20 pips, and it's just today that it's buying. It's going in that direction. What does that mean? You have to be very patient. You have to be very patient. Once you've executed the trade, don't interfere with the trade. Just let the trade run. Stop loss or take profits. Losses are inevitable. Okay, losses are inevitable. If you're using the software, you'll still experience losses. You'll still experience losses. But with this software, out of 10 trades, worst case, out of 10 trades, you will win 5. Worst case, That is the worst. You would win 5. And I did advise that for every trade you execute, your risk reward should be 1 to 2. If you are risking 30 pips on a trade, your reward should be 60 pips. If you are risking 50 pips on a trade, your reward should be 100 pips. Risk reward. So if out of 10 trades, you win 5 trades, you will still be in profit. If you stick to that 1:2 risk reward, 1:2 risk reward. I hope that is clear for those of you that have the software. Okay, so that's the reason for the buy. And you can see I'm in very good profit right now. That's about close to 27 or 24 pip profit right now. 24 pip profit. Once this 4-hour candle closes, you can see where I have my stop loss. This is where I have my stop loss. You can see this is where I have my stop loss. Once this candlestick closes bullish, I'm going to adjust my stop loss to this low or the low of this candle. Okay, once this candle closes bullish above these highs, I would adjust my stop loss to this low or this low. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. Okay. Clement, if you want to get the software, now this software works on PC. You need to have a PC to use this software. And for at the moment, for those of you that are my students, it costs $20 to have access to this. A 2-month subscription costs $20. For those of you that are my private students, for others, it is $30 to access the 2-month subscription. Okay. So if you're interested, just send me a message on WhatsApp. So let's look at GBP USD, Euro USD. Like I told you, my bias, you can see the bias here is bullish, but price is at premium. Price is at premium. And like I told you, I'm waiting for a very clear signal to sell GBP USD. My bias for GBP USD is still bearish. So once this daily bias changes from bullish to bearish, I'm going to sell GBP USD. That is what I'm waiting for the daily candle or the daily bias to change from bullish to bearish. That's what I'm waiting for me to sell GBP USD. Okay, my bias is still bearish. It's still what? Bearish. So what I'm waiting for is for this daily bias to change from bullish to bearish. Price is already at a premium area. So that is all I'm waiting for. Okay. Okay. This software has made market analysis so simple. I now trade with peace of mind. I execute my trade with so much confidence. So much confidence. Euro USD is the same thing. My bias for Euro USD has given a bearish. You can see the bias for Euro USD is bearish, but price is at a discount. And at a discount, we do not sell. We don't sell at a discount. This signal that Euro USD generated at this point, this bearish signal, if you go to the daily time frame, okay, it was after the formation of this candle. After the formation of this candle, this first candle here, that was when it generated the signal to sell. But right now, price is at a discount. Price is at a discount, so you do not sell at a discount. So I would love to see Euro USD pull back. Okay, I would love to see Euro USD pull back. Even this signal you're seeing here, this bias here, it started from this point. Yeah, this is daily time frame. After the formation of this first candle here, this is where you should have sold GBP or Euro USD. If you didn't sell at this point, tell me why you want to sell at this point. If you didn't sell at this point, you didn't sell at this point, you didn't sell at this point, tell me why you want to sell at this point. Now, for those of you who are using the software, once you have 3 consecutive down close candle, as we have it here, 3 consecutive down close candle, and you're seeing the signal to be bearish, don't take the trade. Don't take the trade. You only take the trade after price reverses. That is when you should join the sell. Once you have minimum of 3 down close candle as we have it here, please don't take that trade. Wait for price to pull back before you sell. Okay, so this is where you should have entered the trade. If you didn't sell from this point, You cannot sell from this point. Even if price keeps selling, you cannot enter sell from this point. You cannot sell from this point. So what is my expectation on Euro or USD? I want them to sweep this high, these highs. Okay. So you can see the entry levels. These are the entry levels for Euro USD. This is entry level 1. If you want to sell Euro USD today, wait for price to hit this level or this level. Okay, before you sell. Price should hit this level or this level before you sell. Now, when price hits this level, you don't just jump in and start selling. Please take note. When price gets to this level, what we confirm entry would be the candlestick pattern. If price tests this level and the candlestick pattern that form here is a bearish reversal pattern, that is when you will sell. Now, for those of you who bought this software, um, there's a video, my Forex Mastery video course. I'll give you guys access to that video course so that you understand. You should be able to identify the different candlestick patterns. You should be able to understand what market structure is. You should be able to understand what resistance and support is. Okay, so I'm going to give you access. So if you paid for this course, for this software, send me a message on WhatsApp, or I will drop the link for the course. I'll drop it on the group so that you people can download and watch. Don't just be someone trading with the software and not understand some of these basic concepts. It is very important. It is very important. I'm not raising lazy traders. I want traders who are able to just even look at the chart and they can tell the direction of the market. The software will just be like a support to what you already know. You understand? So please, I will drop the link on the group, on the WhatsApp group. So ensure you download and watch it, please. Ensure you download and watch it. Let's see USDJPY. USDJPY is giving us bearish a bearish price is at discount. Price is at discount, so we don't sell at discount. We don't sell at discount. So we want to see price pull back. Okay, we want to see price pull back. It should pull back to this area. You can see this is an entry level 1. This is entry level 2. So we want to see price pull back into this zone. This is like your premium area. This is like your premium area. Okay, price at discount now. We want to see price pull back to this zone before we sell. That will be a massive sell. That will be a massive sell. Once, okay, that will be a massive sell. So wait for price to pull back to this zone before you sell USDJPY. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. Please, for those of you who bought the software, if you have any question, drop it in the WhatsApp group. If you have any pair you want to trade and you don't understand the pattern or what to do, drop a message on the WhatsApp. That is the reason I created that WhatsApp group. Okay, that's the reason I created that WhatsApp group. Always ask questions. Okay, so that is it for USDJPY. We're looking for prices at discounts now. Now, if these buyers, please take note, if this daily bias changes to bullish after today's candle, if this daily bias changes to bullish, buy USDJPY tomorrow. Buy USDJPY tomorrow. If the daily bias after the close of today's market, this changes to bullish, buy USDJPY tomorrow. Buy USDJPY tomorrow. Okay. USD card. Bullish, but price is at a premium area right now. It is bullish. Price is at a premium area right now. So we'd love to see a little retracement on USD card before we buy. Okay. We'd love to see retracement on USD card before we buy. So we'd expect this to change to discount before we buy. Okay. Wait for this to change to discount before you buy. USD card is bullish. Okay, so we want to see price retrace back, and we'd love to see this change to discount before we buy. I hope that is clear. If you have any question, please let me know in the comment section. If there's any page to analyze, let me know in the comment section. Gold. Okay. Gold. Okay, let's look at gold. Let's look at gold. Gold. Okay, so let me start with the daily time frame. So gold, as you can see, is bearish. Gold is bearish, but price is at a discount area, which means we might see a little retracement to the upside. Okay, we might see a little retracement to the upside before it goes bearish. So if today's candle closes bearish, expect more sells on gold. If today's candle closes bearish, expect more sells on gold. Okay, so since price is at the discount area, okay, so you can see. So what we have on 1 hour, probably if we apply our Fibonacci from this swing high to this swing low, we want price to pull back to a premium area. Okay, we want price to pull back to a premium area before we sell. You can see what has played out here on 1 hour time frame shifting market structure. You can see the shifting market structure has occurred here, and after a shifting market structure, we want price to pull back to a premium area, and at that premium area, we should be able to identify a fair value gap. So you can see above this equilibrium, you can see we had this fair value gap here. Those of you bought this software, please watch those videos so that you understand all this concept I'm using, fair value gaps and all that. So I want to see price pull back to this area, list this area before you see all these highs it has created here. All these highs are areas of liquidity. These are areas of liquidity, and there's a high probability they will sweep all these stop losses. All the stop losses residing at these highs will be swept before it continues with its bearish move. Okay, so my bias for gold is bearish. Technically, gold should sell. Technically, okay, technically gold should sell. Gold should sell. Which other pair do you want me to analyze? Which other pair do you want me to analyze? Any question? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? So for those of you who want to get the software, ensure you get it this week. Ensure you get it this week. By next week, to access the 2 months subscription will cost $50. $50. $50. So if you want to get it, please do everything you can to get it this week. Okay, do everything you can to get it this week. By next week, the price would go up. The price will go up to $50 for 2 months subscription. So don't miss the offer. Okay, let's see GBPJPY. What's happening on GBPJPY? Okay, GBPJPY has pulled back. Now, why this pullback is necessary? So you can see what we have here. The daily ATR. The daily ATR is 110 pips, and the average true range half is 55.4 pips. So let's see this reversal if it is up to 55. Remember, I told you guys the best time to look for your setup is London and New York. London and New York session. So let's see if this retracement from this high to this low is up to 50 pips. Once it's up to 50 pips, I'm going to take a buy on GBPJPY. I'm going to take a buy on GBPJPY. So let's see from this point to this point. How many pips is this? This is about 52 pips. So I'm going to take a buy on GBPJPY after the close of this 1 hour candle. After the close of this 1 hour candle, I'm going to take a buy on GBPJPY, and my stop loss will be, let's say, 40 pips or 50 pips below this, my entry. I just gave you a signal on GBPJPY. Okay, let's see. This is a nice This is a nice pattern. This is a nice pattern. Okay, shift in market structure. Price has pulled back to a discount area. It came to sweep the liquidity. You see this fair value gap that was here. There was first attempt to fill this fair value gap, and now they came back, swept all the stop losses residing at this low. So I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy GBP JPY. Okay, I'm going to buy GBP JPY once this candle closes. Uh, that's by 11 a.m. I'm going to take a buy. Let me just see what's happening on 5 minutes and 1 minute time frame. Okay, good, 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 good. I love what I'm seeing. I love what I'm seeing. Okay, so you can see the zone price is currently at a discount area. Price is at the discount area. Bias is bearish. So if today's candle closes, this bias is likely going to change bullish. If it changes bullish, you should buy GBP JPY. If today's candle, the buyer after the close of today's candle, the bias changes to bullish, you should buy GBP JPY tomorrow. Buy GBP JPY tomorrow. But I'm going to take the buy after the close of the current 1 hour candle. I'm going to buy because it has fulfilled this reversal. It has fulfilled this reversal of 55 pips. Though it's not up to 55 pips, but it has done over. That's from this high to this low. That's close to 55. Yeah, this is about 51 pips, which is okay. Which is okay. So that's a buy. I'm gonna take a buy on GJ. Can't wait for the 1 hour candle to close. Can't wait for the 1 hour candle to close. Okay. BTC USD. BTC USD. I'm gonna do that on TradingView. BTC USD. Or do I have BTC USD on the MT4? I don't think I have it on MT4. I don't think I have it on MT4. I don't think I have it on MT4. Let me see MT5. Let me see MT5. Let me see. Oh, let me just use TradingView. If you joined this, we had on, I think it was on Monday or Tuesday, I told you guys that BTC USD is bullish, that I expect price to sweep all these highs. You can see that I said it, that it is bullish. You should look for buys on GBP, on BTC USD. And you can see what has played out. It's buying. And that I expect them to push price up to fill this fair value gap. You can see. So BTC USD is likely going to come and fill this fair value gap. So BTC USD is still bullish as far as I'm bullish based on the pattern I'm seeing on the charts right now. It is still bullish. So if you want to sell, you might consider selling at this zone if you want to sell. But it depends on the candlestick pattern that form here. Before you sell, there should be a bearish reversal pattern. There should be a shift in structure after price fills this zone. That is when you will consider selling. So right now, you don't buy, you don't sell. Why? If you buy from the current market price, you will be taking a very high risk because you will buy from this point. Your stop loss, this is the reasonable level to use to set your stop loss. This is the reasonable level to use as stop loss. So if you set your stop loss here, your entry is here, and your first target is here, you can see that the risk reward is very poor. You can see that the what's it called? The risk reward is very poor. Trading against the trend on which pair, Mr. Atonda? On which pair? On which pair? On which pair? Against the trend on which pair, please let me know. Which pair are you referring to? Any question? Any question? Do you have any question? Last pay before BTC. That is GJ. What is the trend on GJ? Mr. Atonda, what is the trend on GJ? What is the trend on GJ? What is the trend on GJ? Is GJ bullish or bearish? Before you sell GJ, price should be at a premium area. Price should be at a premium area before you sell GJ. Before you sell GJ, price should be at a premium area. Okay, price should be at a premium area. I believe you can see this. You can see this. I believe you can see this. Okay, I believe you can see this. Price is at discount. Price is at discount. Before I will sell, price should pull back to a premium area. That is when I will consider selling. That is when I would consider selling. And like I said, if today's candle closes, the buyers is likely this sell you're seeing here. Okay, if today's candle closes bullish, the bias is likely going to change to bullish, which would be in agreement with the zone where price is, which is the discount. So if today's candle closes bullish, there's a high probability that this bias will change to bullish, which would be a strong confirmation to buy. Okay, which will be a strong confirmation to buy GJ. I hope that is clear, Mr. Atunda. I hope that is clear. Any question, any question, any question, any question? If you have any question, let me know. Let me know. So if you are considering trading USD pairs today, I believe after today's news, we would get a very clear direction on USD. Let me see if there's any news tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. Let's see. No news tomorrow. After this, what's it called? After today's news is released. After today's news is released, we would have a very clear direction for the dollar. We would have a very clear direction for the dollar. If this news is positive for the dollar, then you should look for your sell setup on dollar pairs. That's the pairs that have dollar as the counter. You should look for sell. You either trade it today or patiently wait for today's candle to close and execute tomorrow. Okay, since there are no major news for the dollar tomorrow, that would be a good time to execute. But if you see a good setup, for those of you that have the software, once I get the signal, I will notify you guys. I will notify you guys. Okay, I will notify you guys. I will drop a message on the support group. Okay. Yes, I know, but can we still trade against the trend? Yes, you can trade against the trend, but like I said, trading against the trend, you see that as your B setup and not a setup. It means that whatever risk you're going to take when you are trading against the trend has to be very small. You have to take little risk when you are trading against the trend. It is when you're trading along with the trend, you can take your normal risk. If your normal risk on a trade is $50, if you are trading against the trend, you shouldn't be risking more than maybe $20 or $25 because you're trading against the trend. Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? USD CHF is still bullish. USD CHF is still bullish. It is still bullish, but price is at a premium area. What that means is that we need to wait for price to pull back to a discount area before we buy. Before we buy, we want to see price pull back to a discount area. Okay, we want to see price pull back to a discount area before we buy. USD CHF is still bullish. It's still bullish. Wait for price to pull back. Most likely they want to sweep this low. This is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday candle. So yesterday low, there's a high probability they will sweep it. Okay, there's a high probability they would sweep yesterday low, and most likely they want to sweep the Monday low, most likely. Okay, so you should be looking. So you see your entry 1 and entry 2 level. Anything that makes price breaks these levels, this zone, then we should expect more sell on USD CHF. So if you want to buy, you should be looking for your signals, okay, around this area. Okay, USD CHF is still bullish. It's still bullish. Any question? Any question? I'll take question in the next 2 minutes. Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? All right, it appears there are no more questions. It appears there are no more questions. I appreciate you all for your participation. Clement, Mr. Abraham, Otive, Mr. Kola, Mr. Debayo, Mr. Ebenezer. I see you, I see you, I see you. Thanks for joining. Apostle Ajiri. Else again, and Chibuzo Keleshi, thank you very much for your participation. And I wish you all a profitable trading day. If you have any questions, you can always send me a message on WhatsApp or give me a call. For those of you that have my number. Thank you once more. I wish you all a profitable trading day. Please ensure you apply proper risk and money management on every trade you execute. Please don't over leverage, don't over trade. Ensure you stick to your trading plan. Those are the secrets to successful trading. Please don't be reckless with your funds. Don't be reckless with your funds. Have a great day.